rules! Welcome to the DynamiteGizmo podcast, everyone. Episode 104. Holy shit, Tucky. Mushrooms, baby! We are crack-a-lacking up in this bitch. You understand? You see what I'm saying? Okay, we're spicing things up a bit here. Things are going. They're rolling. I got my stream deck. Look, I got a fucking stream deck, folks. I've got it all set up, ready to go. I've got shit out the hoo-ha. I've got noises and sounds. Like, let me just give you an example. Got one here. Nah, it's a fart in a bathtub. What else do we got? Well, I think I'll wait. I'll wait till the appropriate time to play them. They're not all stupid sounds, okay? Majority of them I got here are sound bites in my intro song. Oops. See? It's great. It's great. Things are going smooth kapoobs. Now, this is my first episode using the stream deck, so I'm trying to utilize it the proper way. I forgot to clean my lens. Hopefully it's not dirty, but that's okay. Every once in a while you need a little dirty lens episode, am I right? I mean, come on. Every once in a while you need a little dirt. You need a little dirt. A little dirt. Hello? Why can't I hear myself? Hello? Oh, there we go. Let me do a little bit of this. A little bit of this and a little bit of that. There we go. That's much better. That is much better, my friend. Clap your hands now. And I also found out why there was a lot more static involved in the... Hello? In the audio through my mic. It's because it was plugged into... It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's fixed now. That's all that matters, okay? Here's today's card. It's tradition around here to show you the card, but it's not tradition to show you what's on there. But it doesn't matter because you'll find out. Because I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to T-A-L-K about it, okay? My brain's a little scrambled right now because I spent the last two and a half hours fucking around trying to not only make the audio work better, but make the stream deck, fill it up with sounds. I had to figure out what I'm going to talk about on today's episode. There's a lot on my plate and a lot on my mind, and I'm still kind of kerjumbled right now. Doesn't matter. Let's we can just jump in at any moment here. What I do want to say, though, is that my shirt, this freshly washed laundry, like it matters, but it smells, like, when you smell something and it brings you back to, it brings you back in time to a memory. Like when you smell your fart in the bathtub, stuff like that. I'm going to put this right here. Easier access. Does that look stupid, though? Can you see the cord dangling? I hope not. I didn't even check to see if the fucking angle of the camera was good, which it should be, because I got the tape on the floor to mark it, and it's all on the tape, so it should be. Yeah, it's fine. It'll be fine. If it's not fine, well, you know what? I should check. I'm going to check. I got to check. It'll drive me nuts if it's not right. Yeah, and my fucking floor's crooked, so the... oh, yes, it's not quite there. It's not... Just gotta... there. That's more like it. There's always something. There's always fucking something that I forget to do in this podcast. I remembered to fucking switch the audio over to my headphones, which I never do, but I forgot a bunch of other shit. Every single goddamn time. I should make a checklist and make sure I run through each item on the checklist before I start. I'm going to write that down as a note right now to start up a checklist. Checklist, please! Now, is the audio level turned up too high right now? Am I sounding like a big fool? Might be. You know, you just gotta talk at a regular level. Talk like you're in the bathtub. I know what you're thinking. You're like, do you got anything else on there besides farting in the bathtub? Well, yes, I do, but I'm saving it. I'm gonna play I'm gonna play them all. Now this is the small Stream Deck. So on the face, there's only 6 buttons, but you can customize it so that, you know, you click one button, it opens up a folder, which allows you to access, you know, other sounds, and then you can go back, and then, you know, you can have different folders, and then folders within folders. I assume I haven't quite tested that. You know, it'd be much easier just to have a bigger one where you just got all kinds of buttons, but yeah, it's expensive. Okay, I don't have a Patreon. I don't have nothing. I'm also thinking about making this podcast available in audio format, which I should have done right from the start. I don't know why I haven't. I'm going to take a note about that as well. Put a sticky note. Actually, I already got one. Fucking put that right there. Put that boy right there. Boom. I knew I already had that note available. So yeah. What's the first thing on the list today? Well, YouTube's starting to step up their game, folks. They are starting to step up their game. And by that I mean they're actually finally addressing this copyright claiming issue that's been ongoing for years now. As you can see, they put this tweet up. What are they saying? They're saying, come on, zoom in, boy. New today! This was just 4 hours ago for me. A policy preventing copyright owners from making money on manual claims for short song clips. Example, 5 seconds of a song. Unintentional audio. Example, music from passing cars. Finally, YouTube! What the fuck's been taking so long for you to get this shit done? You know what I'm saying? Hello? Test. There's the right level right there. Don't go too high, don't go too low. Just keep it right on the nympho. Hello? Okay. I'm fucking around here, okay? The podcast obviously isn't perfected yet. And when I got new stuff that I implement, fucks my whole system up and I gotta readjust. So if this episode's a little goofy and wonky and off kilter, well, don't worry. The next few episodes will progressively get better and better and better and better and potato. I know there's people thinking out there. There's people out there thinking, wow, it must be so easy to do a podcast. Well, for the most part, yeah, but there's a lot of technical stuff to it. A lot. You might not think there isn't, but there is there's not really a lot, but there's a good amount of stuff. And obviously I forget to do at least 2 things every time because there's a lot to focus on if you're doing it properly, which Oliver, go way down, Olive. which I am doing it properly for the most part. Amateurly, but properly. I'm doing it to the best of my abilities that I have, you know? I only have so much money. And it took me a while just to get to this point. All this stuff you see is, you know, years of buying and whatnot and research. And there's stuff you can't even see around. I mean, you can see the backdrop and then what's on the table, but you don't see what else is going on in here. You don't see it. Okay? And I've got plans, but that's not what we're talking about. Let's get back to YouTube here. The last bit of their tweet says, claimants can still block monetization or the video itself, but timestamps help you edit out the claim. So here's the Delarue. So the people who own the material that happens to sneak into your video, they can still claim your video, okay? But they have to add a timestamp as to what part of the video that they're claiming, okay? So that's helpful when you're what's the word? When you're disputing the claim. You know, that's helpful. But the best part about this is that short song clips, 5 seconds or less, you know, that's perfect amount of time. That's all I need. If I happen to click on a video and a song shows up, 5 seconds is plenty of time for me to stop that video and say, gotta mute the audio on this. And then the unintentional audio is such a huge one. There's so many videos that people make, me specifically, where unintentionally audio comes from somewhere, music comes from somewhere. You know, it just shows up in your video unexpectedly. Or unintentionally, as they state in this tweet. So I'm glad that this has been addressed. Finally, it's about time. It's about fucking time. It's one of the biggest complaints on the platform, and now they're addressing it. And is it going to help? Is it going to make a difference? I hope so, but don't know for sure. I hope so, because there's a lot of YouTubers out there who cannot monetize their videos because of dumb shit like this. Anyway, Ethan had to say, for clarity, they can no longer make money on brief matches, which removes financial incentive, or parasitic claim farms. Yes, exactly, because there's these fucking... Okay, so what these companies, these corporations will do is they'll hire they'll hire another company, and that company simply, searches through. They have some sort of robot algorithm that searches through thousands and thousands of videos, and if the robot detects, a song that's part of the corporation's library or whatever, the robot itself will claim the video. So the actual owner of the song doesn't have to manually do it themselves, because that would take forever to look through each YouTube video with a human, having a human do that. So they have these robots do it, and that's what Ethan's talking about with these parasitic claim farms. They just claim. They claim hundreds of thousands of videos a day. And then you go to dispute it, and it doesn't really work usually. But now, with YouTube and their new policy, I hope this helps. I really hope this helps. I just want to see here if I can see how long I've been recording. I've got this new technique for recording my audio as well. But now I can't fucking see how long I've been going. What the hell, man? Why can't I see how long I've been going? Don't even know when I started. Okay, well, it's 5 o'clock now. I'll just keep that in mind.
Hi, everybody! It's Ping!
Hey! It's Ping, everybody! I don't know if I should use that one, to be honest. As funny as it is, well, fuck it. You know, fuck the social justice people. Screw them. They're not warriors. They call themselves warriors. But you know what? Ping is a funny character. If you don't know who Ping is, that's this guy.
Hi, everybody! It's Ping!
Okay, and in The Office, Steve Carell played a stereotypical Asian, overemphasized Asian character. And it was great. He wore these glasses and he had these buck teeth. And he would squint his eyes. Ew. That stuff's risky nowadays, though. You can't do that shit. People stab you if they see you do anything that is deemed as remotely just the slightest bit racist. And to be honest, I don't find it even the slightest bit racist. He's just joking around. You can joke around about the way, the clothes people wear. You can joke around about the food they eat. Or you can't even do that anymore. Whenever you joke about a person or their personality trait, or if it's something that happens to be related to their race, like the food they eat, and you make fun of that, you get shit on, and you get termed as a racist. I mean, we all know. I don't have to explain this shit, but I just miss the old days where we could,
Hi, everybody! It's Ping!
we could have things like Ping, and nobody really gave a shite. Like it wasn't even because it's intent. People understood the intent in the context of Ping. Right? I mean, I do and did. How come all of a sudden we can't... Hey, where is it? Oh, there it is. Never mind. Had a little brain fart. And how come we can't accept Ping now? And even during an interview with Steve Carell, where someone, I don't remember who was interviewing him, but someone was interviewing him, and they asked, would it be possible to bring The Office back in today's climate? And Steve said, not at all. Not even a little bit, because of shit like Ping. And that sucks. Because Ping is a great character. It's not racist. I'm not racist. Joyner Lucas. You know who is?
Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids.
You heard it here first, folks. Joe Biden. Joe Biden.
Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white. Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids.
Yep. It's the truth, Ruth. It's the truth. Well, since we're on the subject of YouTube, there's been this YouTuber Wait, where is it? I knew it! I knew I forgot it. See? There's just... every time... Ooh. Damn. That is sexy. You can't see it, though. Don't show that. That is not appropriate for YouTube. Not appropriate. Not appropriate. Not even a little bit. Okay, here's the post boppity boopity. You see? Okay, so I've been, you all know I've been on YouTube since the dawn of YouTube. And just every once in a while I discover someone new, and I don't subscribe to someone unless I actually am interested in what they're doing, obviously. But sometimes people will just subscribe to people and they'll never watch their videos. I used to do that, where I'd just subscribe to people just for the fact that I want to support them, but I never end up watching their videos. I'm subscribed to over like 500 people. I don't watch more than half of them. I'm sure there'll be a day where I'll clean all that up, but probably not, because I'm subscribed to a lot of old school classic OG YouTubers, and they do not make YouTube videos anymore, and they haven't for a while. And so to unsubscribe to them, I know I'll forget about them, and then I just like being able to look back and be like, oh, remember this guy, remember that guy, remember this guy, blah, blah, blah. Maybe I'll make a podcast one day looking through the old classics. But that's not what I'm talking about today. What I'm talking about today is a fella who I've discovered recently through the algorithm, actually, because the algorithm suggests stuff based on what you do. And, based on the personality and whether or not they have the following, the algorithm's not going to recommend a channel to you that has like 40 subscribers and 15 views on all their videos, like me, even though I have 164 subscribers, which isn't a lot, but it's not even close to being a lot. But anyway, I discovered this guy. He's his channel is music oriented. The guy is he's a master of all instruments. He understands music, and his channel is kind of dedicated to explaining to his audience or anyone interested. He goes into depth into, and he analyzes different songs. He plays them himself on his instruments. He does all kinds of stuff related to music. The guy is very, very talented and very good at what he does. And he just recently, yesterday, he hit 1 million subscribers. And I just want to shout him out. His name is Rick Beato. Guy's great. If you haven't checked him out, you may have seen his videos floating around. But if you haven't, I suggest you go check him out. This is him right here. He showed a picture. It says 1,000,001, but it's hard to snap a photo on Social Blade of your subscriber count because it's constantly updating. But let's just do I'll just give you one little example of the shit he does. And so since we were just talking about the copyright claim, the claims and whatnot, this guy, really anyone who does music on YouTube or studies it or whatever, they would know more than anybody about the way that YouTube claims videos so easily. And this guy, Rick Beato, talks about it a whole lot. He can't even play certain songs on his own instruments because it'll get claimed instantly. And so when he does have to play a song, like let's just use, I think anything from Queen gets claimed. So like when he plays a Queen song, he'll play it out of key, out of tune or whatever. I don't know I'm not a music guy. And you still recognize that that's the song, but it's not the song. And so that's his way of getting around it. he's smart enough to know how to do that. I wouldn't know how to do that, but it's interesting watching him. So let's just Rick Beato, Rick Beato, Rick Beato, Rick Beato, la la la. Bow, 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 bow. Like this one I watched the other day. 20 greatest keyboard intros.
So I would like to show you, instead of talking about it,
Oh, you
how
want to show me?
I start
Who is this?
from scratch, making a beat with my mouth. All right. Take the last 2 bars, loop. Wow. Pay attention.
This is an ad. This isn't him. I'm just interested.
There you go.
Who is this?
All right.
Why does he keep
Now what I
replaying?
just did, I doubled my snap, and Chris is going to pan them like a V shape. There you go.
Huh? Who is this? It didn't even sound that good.
Hey everybody, I'm Rick Beato, and today's
Hey.
Everything Music. It's the top 20 keyboard intros of all time. Now, I've
Rick
already made a top
Beato.
20 acoustic guitar intro of all time, a
Hey.
top 20 electric guitar intro of all time, and if you haven't seen those, you should definitely check them out. So when I decided to make this one, I called my friend Les Hall. I knew that Les had some of the keyboards that I needed for the video, and I've hired Les many times to come in and play session keyboards on records that I've done. So I
Yeah, this guy on the piano right here, on the keyboard, is fantastic. He's just really showing an example of what he does here, but if I skip forward,
Les, welcome.
less welcome. Hey! So he's doing the top 20 keyboard intros of all time. He
Sure.
does it with all
Something
kinds
very
of
recognizable
and
as well
instruments.
from the very top.
So we started with Everything in Its Right Place by Radiohead, and we're going to actually stay
Radio.
a little bit more in the present. Here it is, number 19.
Normally Rick plays this shit, but sometimes it brings people in, and he's bringing this fella in. Les. Don't you love watching people's concentration faces? His isn't that. You know, he's got the closed lip. Some people do the old tongue out their mouth. You ever seen that? When someone's really concentrating on something, they stick their tongue out their mouth like an idiot. Why do I always do these goddamn podcasts right when I'm hungry? I'm so goddamn hungry. I need some fucking food. I'm gonna fucking snap. Nah, it's all good. It's all good in the hood, bruh. So the next topic, which might be our biggest topic of the day, but it's certainly not the last. I'm sure you've heard or seen some sort of footage of this already. So there's this CNN reporter fella who decided that he's going to show his muscles. His name is Chris Cuomo? I don't know how to pronounce it. But this guy, people are deeming him as a Trump supporter. Not Chris, but the other guy in the video. The Trump supporter comes up. I'm just calling him a Trump supporter because I don't know his name. He comes up to Chris And he initiates the conversation by calling him Fredo. Okay? Fredo! And if you don't know, now you know. Boop! Fredo is from a fictional character from The Godfather. He was kind of the I don't know, the little brother that didn't do shit. You know, he was kind of like the loser out of the bunch. And so this dude calls Chris Fredo. And Chris loses his mind. And the Trump supporters basically saying, "Oh, I thought your name was Fredo." Blah, blah, blah. So, guess what, Chris? For the rest of your life, I have a feeling... Well, maybe not. This video didn't blow up that much, but maybe for a little while you're going to be known as Fredo because of how he reacted. But anyway, enough about me talking. Let's just watch the video.
I thought that's who you were.
No, punk-ass bitches from the right call me Fredo. My name is Chris Cuomo. I'm an anchor on CNN. Fredo is from The Godfather. He was that weak brother.
I know it was you, Fredo.
And they use it as an Italian aspersion. Any of you Italian? Are you Italian? It's a fucking insult to your people. It's an insult to your fucking people. It's like the N-word for us. Is that a cool fucking thing?
The N-word.
You're a much more reasonable guy in person than you seem to be on television.
Yeah, but if you want to play, then we'll fucking play. If you got something you want to say about what I do on television, then say it. But don't call me a
Hey,
fucking
man,
insult.
hey, listen.
What?
I don't want any problems.
Yeah, you're gonna have a big fucking problem.
What's the
It's a
problem?
little different on TV. Don't fucking insult me like that.
I didn't insult you.
The
I
fuck
asked
you call me Fredo? It's like I call you punk bitch. You like that? You want that to be your nickname?
I didn't call you that.
You called me Fredo. You know my name's not fucking
I
Fredo.
thought your name was.
You did not think my name was fucking Fredo. Don't be a liar.
thought your
You
name
want to be a
was-
man, stand up like a man.
I'm standing up, man.
You want to be a man, I'm
Yeah,
here.
I'm standing
Then
up.
fucking own it. Then own what you
Listen,
said.
man, hey.
Then own what you said.
Listen,
Take
man,
him
I
yeah,
don't
what?
have problems with you.
You're gonna have a fucking problem.
What? What are you going to do about it?
I'll fucking ruin
Do
your
something
shit.
then.
I'll
Do
fucking
something.
throw you down these stairs like a fucking punk.
Please do.
Why? So
Come on,
you
you
can
don't wanna
fucking
do
sue?
that. You don't wanna
So you
do
can
that.
fucking sue?
Well, why don't you do it
Go
then?
take a swing. You want to call me Fredo? Take a fucking swing.
I'm not gonna swing
Take
at
a
you.
fucking swing. Watch your fucking hands.
I'm not gonna
Take a
swing.
swing. Watch your
Hey,
fucking
I'm not
hands.
gonna
Take a
swing.
swing. No, come on, boy. Come on, boy. So you want to call me shit? Call me shit then.
Hey, listen, man,
I'm right
I'm not
fucking
doing
here.
anything.
I'll fucking wreck your shit. I'll fucking wreck your shit.
stop.
You didn't actually. You didn't know what you were doing when
I
you
thought
called
it
me
was your
Fredo?
name, man.
You didn't know.
I thought it was your name.
You didn't know, right? Hey, you didn't know what you were saying, right?
I thought it was his name.
I'm breaking it up.
Here's a little intrigue.
Now, here's the Della Russo. Chris was claiming that it's basically a racial slur to call someone of Italian descent Fredo. It's a high insult, according to him. I've never heard it before, but I would not compare it to the N-word. But I mean, in the heat of the moment, sure. And you know what? I'm not totally against what Chris, the way he reacted. You know, I'm not like for it. I'm never for getting in people's faces and talking a bunch of bull. But this Trump supporter fella, like, there's no way he thought Chris was named Fredo. I mean, he was doing it to get a reaction out of Chris. He was trying to, there I go again, without remembering what word I want to use. The Trump supporter was trying to aggravate, you know. He's doing it to get a rise out of Chris. Obviously. There's no way he could have mistaken Chris as someone who was named Fredo. There's no fucking way. He said, I thought your name was Fredo. I thought your name was Fredo. There's no way he thought that. So yeah, I can understand why Chris would be mad, but it's just strange. Strange seeing a news anchor coming out of their character. Because you expect a news anchor to act a specific way. very, sit up straight and pronounce all their words perfectly while they say their whole speech while reading the teleprompter, blah, 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 you know? And I understand he's human. We're all human. We all act different than we do on camera, for the most part, especially when it comes to news anchors. So it's cool. I like seeing the real side of people. Are people hating on him? Yeah. Are people on his side? Yeah. But it's not. Couldn't tell you if it's justified or not. Do I agree? Well, I wouldn't do it. I don't do that stuff. But I understand why he would do it. For sure. And, I don't watch CNN. Absolutely do not watch CNN. Don't watch Fox. I don't watch any mainstream news network. At all. I don't watch any TV networks at all. The only things I watch are, whatever's on YouTube. I get my news from lots of great sources on YouTube. There's lots of independent journalist types on YouTube, and they do a great job, better than any of these corporations. I want an example. Well, Philip DeFranco obviously is one. And, well, you know what? I don't really, it's not like I set out to watch specific news channels. You just get news from the people you watch. I watch more podcasts than anything. And so whatever's happening mainstream gets talked about in the podcast. And they just talk about it. And they discuss their ideas and they talk about the situation. So it's never just a biased opinion like these news networks. Whether it's H3 Podcast or Joe Rogan or Sam Harris or, I watch a lot of podcasts. And they all touch on the same subject. So you get to hear all kinds of perspectives. And even if they don't have a perspective on it, at least you get updated on what's going on in the world. I also use Twitter. I got back into Twitter. But Facebook is an absolute no for me. Haven't used it in months. And I'm considering deleting my account. But I don't know. I'm probably going to keep it just for the fact that grandparents and middle-aged people have finally started to get into the groove of social networking. And Facebook is their jam now. So if I want to contact one of my relatives, generally got to do it through Facebook. So that's the only reason I want to keep it. But other than that, you will not see me post anything on there or share anything on there, or I won't scroll through it. I avoid it like the plague. I also avoid Snapchat. I also avoid Instagram. I avoid everything except for YouTube and Facebook and except for YouTube and Twitter. For fuck's sakes, get it right. YouTube and Twitter. Them's my and Reddit. And Reddit. That's what I stick to, I don't need anything more than that. And when it gets shoved in my face, get it away. And I wish Vine was still here. That's the one thing I miss. It wasn't here for very long, but while it was here, it was fucking golden. I want it back. Why did they get rid of it? Why did Twitter get rid of Vine? I mean, come on. And people say TikTok's the new Vine, and I say no. Get that shit out of my face, man. I don't want TikTok. I mean, yeah, you can get funny shit off it, like what Tom Segura and Christina P. show on Your Mom's House. They do a great job of covering TikTok, I'll say that. But, that's my only involvement with TikTok I want. I have the app. simply because I wanted to check it out to see if it could compare to Twitter. I mean, Vine. And it doesn't fucking compare at all. Well, I mean, you can compare them for sure. They have their similarities, but it's not the same. Nothing will ever be the same as Vine. Well, certainly they can be. Someone could make an app that had all the same features as Vine and call it something else, but no one has, or maybe someone has, it just hasn't blown up. You can't predict where these apps are going to go and what's going to blow up. And you know what? Maybe someday I'll get into TikTok, but as for now, I'm saying no. Because, when Vine first came out, I was a big no. I was like, 6-second videos? What is that going to do to our attention spans? Attention spans? Attention spans. God, my brain is scrambled today. But, yeah, it can fuck with your attention span, for sure. I mean, but the internet in general has made us less patient in general, Up until podcasts started becoming popular. And now, people love long-form content to a certain degree. I mean, me personally, I love it. If it's podcast form, yeah. Even if it's not, I'm still into it. Anyway.
Burns insane. No, it's the opposite, you fuckwit.
Yeah. That's a good one, right?
Burns insane. No, it's the opposite, you fuckwit.
You remember that one?
Burns insane. No, Burns insane.
Thank you. You ever fart in the bathtub? I fucking do it all the time. Fredo! I shit in the bathtub. Oh yeah, this is a story. Forgot about this story. I gotta write this down. Wait, what the hell is this over here? Ah, okay. We got this other news story. This might actually be better than the Chris Cuomo story. Actually, let me read some stuff first before I show you the video. So a few nights ago, there was a report of some shit going down in Virginia. You know Virginia? It's in I don't know. I don't know what state. Is it a state? Is Virginia a state? Must be. I don't fucking know. It's a city or a state. It's one of the two. It's in the United States, for those who don't know. So in Virginia, August 12th, residents living in a Virginia neighborhood woke up to find free televisions on their doorsteps. Sounds like a great gift until you see the older box sets left at the homes. He's committed to his trade, said homeowner Jim Brooksbank. No need to adjust the dial. Doorbell surveillance cameras captured the man with a TV set over his head, laying an older set down on someone's front porch and just walking off. He wants to be known as the TV Santa Claus. I don't know. Brooksbank, same guy. The bizarre discovery happened Sunday morning in Henrico's Hampshire neighborhood. Outdated boxes were found at more than 50 homes. We got an old tube-style TV, 13-inch, said Brooksbank. So this guy, this mystery man, he was walking around this neighborhood with a television on his head, like a fucking mask, like a helmet. Okay? Don't know how he did it. Don't know why he did it. But no one knows who he is or why he's doing this. But he had over 50 televisions. and he distributed them to people's homes across Henrico County. Where'd he get the TVs from? And why is he doing this? No one knows, and no one cares anymore. The story has moved on. So far, who knows what's going to happen next with the TV man, but I have a suspicion that nothing is going to happen. This is the story, and it ends here, and it's done. Just like Harambe. No one cares about him anymore. So why don't we go ahead and watch this video here. And this is from Channel 6, right? ABC, Channel 6 News. Action News. But this is the surveillance camera, and I think there's people talking over it too.
He's committed to his trade.
No need to adjust that dial. You are, in fact, seeing a person with a TV set on their head, laying an older set on someone's front porch, and just walking off.
He wants to be known as the TV Santa Claus. I don't know.
The bizarre discovery happened Sunday morning in Henrico's Hampshire neighborhood. Outdated boxes were found at more than 50 homes.
We got an old tube-style TV, 13-inch.
I thought my son brought it home, but apparently not. They had way too much time on their hands if they had all these TVs and spread them out all over, all over the neighborhood.
Henrico police are tuned in to the situation. They have security camera video like this from multiple neighbors, but think it's only a prank targeting no one in particular.
At most, this seems to be more of an inconvenience to the community.
Officers and county workers spent Sunday morning picking up the old units and hauling them away.
The police did a great job coming up and collecting them all.
This is the second time the TV set mystery played out in Glen Allen. The same thing happened in a different neighborhood last August.
What?
Timing that's not lost on some.
I think it's just a prank. Some college students who are just bored.
Summer and people are getting ready to go back to school. Maybe TV Man was, he was just ready to strike to put a little humor into our lives.
In the absence of knowing the brains inside the box,
I don't know, that's, what is he trying to prove?
These homeowners left only to guess at what it all means.
Get up, stay away from the screens.
I don't know. Why do people do anything? People are weird.
You're weird. Leave him alone. He's just trying to be nice. I mean, I'd really like... I mean, more than likely, it's just some stupid prank. Like, this is something I would do as a prank. For sure. If I had access to 50 TVs, I would do something like this. But what if it's something else? What if there's a whole conspiracy theory behind this whole thing? I would love to be able to talk to this TV man. But like I said before, I don't think this story is going to go any further than this. But who knows? Because apparently this is the second time this has happened. In a different county, though. In a different city. I don't know. What did he say? It didn't happen in the same spot. But the first time, did the guy have a TV on his head? Who knows? I just found it funny that the police had to come and just remove all the TVs. Like, look at that.
Good job coming up.
It's just the popo picking up TVs. Is that why you became a police officer? I'm a policeman. Oh, now I got a shit. And I'm hungry. So why don't we run through the last little bit here? What do we got left? Nice. Okay, so I got two more quick video clips to show, and then we'll do a little bit of Reddit. And
Burns insane!
And then I will... And then that's it, I guess.
Hi, everybody! It's Ping!
Okay, so... Y'all know Nate Diaz? UFC fighter? I don't know what title he has. But he's a good... I know he's good. I think. Yeah, he is. Obviously he is. He beat Conor McGregor. I sound like such a fucking noob right now. We all know Nate Diaz, especially if you watch the Joe Rogan podcast, you would have heard of Nate Diaz. But this guy, I've been seeing this guy a lot lately. But just recently, he was at the UFC, well, I don't know, on stage, like pre-fight or whatever. I can't really tell. There's seating in the background and there's all kinds of paparazzi. But he's doing his thing where he's pacing back and forth on the stage. You know, like right before a fight. He's got no shoes on. His bare feet. But the interesting thing is that he's smoking a joint. Marijuanis. And normally I wouldn't give a shit. It's just weed. But it's the setting. It's who he is. It's where he is. And, you know, okay, so here's the thing. He's at the UFC. There's tons of paparazzi taking pictures of him. And obviously he's a guy who doesn't give a shit. You know? I mean, any UFC fighter is probably like that. Or the majority of them at least. But when you do these things, they drug test you. And so what's going to happen with this? He's completely flaunting the fact that he's smoking this joint, and he's doing it on stage at the UFC. And I'm wondering, is he going to get away with this, or are they going to do some sort of drug testing on him? But I'm also thinking, I mean, I'm not learned on this UFC subject. I like watching the UFC every once in a while, and I've learned some stuff from Joe Rogan, but I don't know what this is going to do to Nate Diaz. It probably won't do anything. Because, you know, this was probably after a fight. And so by the time he has to do another drug test, he'll be clean by then. So, you know, probably nothing's going to come to this. But I just thought it was interesting, so let's watch. I love Nate Diaz. Have you heard his voice, though? He's got like a strange voice, just like Mike Tyson does. Yeah. Nah. And the last one is just a fun video. Just a fun video. After this, we're going to do some Reddit, because I got poo, and I got to eat.
Parafrasear, então façam o que quiserem, terá dito Bruno Carvalho aos elementos da claque, e dias depois, como sabemos, houve o fatídico ataque à cabine.
Oh my God! I can't believe. I mean, if anybody did this, it'd be funny. But this guy is the perfect guy. Look at this guy's face. He looks... Now, I don't want to demean the fella. But he's got a little bit of a sloth from the Goonies vibe, right? Like, look at those eyes. and the bald head and the mouth. And he's on the phone. Let's watch this again. This is golden. This is golden news material right here.
Parafrasear, então façam o que quiserem, terá dito Bruno Carvalho aos elementos da claque, e dias depois, como sabemos, houve o fatídico ataque à cabine com vários.
Oh, he's fantastic. This guy is fan-fucking-tastic. Wait, there's more? Look, there's a longer video.
Com esta mesma claque, com a claque Juventude Unida, em que Bruno Carvalho terá dito mesmo para a frase, e vou parafrasear, então, façam o que quiserem, terá dito Bruno Carvalho aos elementos da claque. Dias depois, como sabemos, houve o fatídico ataque à Academia de Artes, com vários... Com esta mesma...
What if he's... You know what? What if he's got some sort of issues, like disability, mentally? I hate to say it, but you know, he's got the look and the actions of someone who may be unstable. Not violently unstable, but, you know, mentally disabled. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's got a little bit of something going on. Maybe. Or maybe he's just fucking around. He's a normal dude and he's just fucking around. Either way, hilarious, I must say. And to be honest, if he does have some sort of mental issue, it might even make a bit... Yeah, I shouldn't say stuff. I shouldn't just say stuff. You gotta be careful on the internet. Any little thing you say...
Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids.
...can get you in trouble. Just ask Joe Biden.
Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids.
Twice, but, you know.
Hi, everybody! It's Ping!
Ben's insane!
Ben's insane!
Ben's insane!
He is. Man, do I really 110%, I have to take a big fucking shit in the goddamn motherfucking toilet. And that's what it's going to sound like. That's what I like, to sit my ass in the toilet and then fart. Just like that. See, look. What did I say? This is going to be a new trend. Every time I do Reddit on these podcasts, which is every episode pretty well, we are going to see, when I open up Reddit, that what is this thing is the fucking top post. Every time. I don't know why, but it always is. Anyway, what is this thing? Found in a garden back in 1959. Still haven't been able to identify what it is. Looks like a euro to me. Oh, you're talking about the thing underneath it? Is it solved? It is solved. What does it say? Identifying this as a euro coin will earn you a week-long ban. Ha ha ha. It's a brooch or a pin featuring Napoleon. Ah. What is this? An awesome cosplay of the Gartham creature from the Dark Crystal. Let's see. Hey! I want to know what love is. Want SD? Can I do high definition? You can't even change it. Okay. That's kind of creepy, but I like it. It's very well done. Holy shit. That is a beautiful costume. That is fucking crazy. How do people get so good at this shit? How do people get so fucking good? We got a catastrophic failure. Apache helicopter. Ground impact. Uh-oh.
Hell yeah.
Holy fuck.
Holy shit! That was fucking intense. That's what you get for showing off. You dumb. You fucking slumdog millionaire. Well, that sucks. You can do... Ooh. I bet that did not feel good. That did not feel good, my friend. A shitty Unicourse robot. No video? What does it do? Yeah, exactly. I don't know. I'll upload a video and a link. It's meant to lift blocks and move them. So how the fuck did this get so many upvotes and whatnot? If it's not even a video. If no one even understands it. Black magic fuckery. Would you like to see some fuckery? We got a feather. It goes into some water. Now it's a feather. Okay, I should have clarified. It's like a bent, frayed feather. When put into water, it straightens out back into its original form. That's just something birds have, right? You know? Let's see. Oh, it's a duck feather. I was going to say duck. I should have said it. Would have made me look smart. This is a duck feather. That's one of the reasons duct tape, now called duct tape, was made from duck feathers. Another weird thing about duck feathers and duct tape, the original stuff, is its electrical properties. Duct tape is the Bluetooth of the ether. Why don't you suck my dick, asshole? Whoa. Whoa. This looks photoshopped. But she's just jumping, I guess. Oh, that's fucking weird. Get that shit out of my face, Karen. Dog. We've all seen this one before. It's great, but we've all seen it before. She still can't believe that worked. You seeing this shit? Let's see. What could possibly be going on here?
Close your mouth.
What? What the hell happened? She licks her tongue, lights her tongue, puts... Okay. That was kind of cool, I guess. Not really. This is a classic. Why don't we watch this one? This is a 100% classic. Kangaroo's got his dog by the neck. And here's the fight. Bah! Take that, kangaroo. It's so weird how the kangaroo just grabs his dog by the neck like that. Live action anime fight. Let's see this. Hoya! Hoi! Now he's the backpack back on? What the hell? You know what? I was never a fan of anime. That was cool, but I don't want that. I'm gonna get the anime in my face. Oh, wow. I don't understand. How the fuck? I don't understand how fat people can do shit like this. Every once in a while, you'll see a fat person do something like this.
Man's insane.
And I don't know. Fuck you care. Fuck. Why fuck you care, bro? Wow. Fuck you care. What is this? Old school. Fucking hate these. The Blue Marlin. She is a shipping ships. Wow. Spotted this right on VW. Oh, that's beautiful. That is fucking beautiful. Would you like to see the hair flip of dead? You mean death? Take that. Give her a hug. Give her a hug. Break me off a piece of that fancy feast. Bamboozled.
Ale dlaczego zostałem zatrzymany?
Dlatego, że rozmawia pan przez telefon.
Oh, I want to see what happened. Did he get the ticket or not? My go-to guy if I'm ever shrunken down. Why? Because he builds a house out of popsicle sticks? Can't be that great. Yeah, we get it. You know, you're good at making houses. What could go wrong if I jump off this children's toy into the pool? Absolutely nothing can go wrong. It's gonna go great. 3, 2, 1. Let's do it, buddy.
Da cancer!
No cancer! Do it!
3, 2.
Yep. Seen it coming. That girl just walks away. He knocked himself right the fuck out. You got knocked the fuck out! Homemade crank and bearing machine. Psh. I'll show you a crank. Okay. Ooh. Oh, this is beautiful. I was not expecting this. Oh my god. This is fucking... How? I want to see the end. Show me the last part. Come on, buddy. Show where they spin around and fall through the hole. This is fucking cool. There we go. That's what I want to see. It's just like one of those machines you throw the quarters into. Hey! Uh-oh, what happened? Oh, no! Uh-oh. Oh, my God. My shit's frozen. I don't want to listen to this. What the fuck? Fuck! I didn't ask for that. Okay, we're gonna do one more, and then that is 100% it. One more. But it's gotta be a decent one. It's gotta... Oh, not safe for work. Opens up a tab. Fuck off. Copper is the best dog ever. What's with the tabs, huh? Please wipe Cooper's feet before he runs inside. Thank you. Oh, he's got a towel. He's ready. It was boring. Oh, well, I told you there was going to be only one more, so that's all you get.
Bam's insane.
Bam's insane.
Bam's insane. No, it's the opposite, you fuckwit.
It's the opposite, you fuckwit. Get it right.
Hi, everybody! It's Ping!
Okay, folks, well, that's it for this episode of the Dynamite Gizmo podcast, episode 104. Please like, please subscribe, please comment, please hit that bell notification, I guess. Gotta do what you gotta do, am I right? You gotta say the things that you dread to say. You get used to it. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this episode, and I hope to see you in the next one. Goodbye, everyone. I'm gonna go take a poo.
English. Bam's insane. No, it's the opposite, you fuckwit. So D in Strigoi is the opposite of the alphabet. It's half, and...
I'm gonna poop on the floor. I'm gonna poop on the floor. Oh, I guess I should. I don't know. That's right. I'm gonna poop on the floor. Do you want my poop? I'm gonna poop on the floor. Poop on the floor. Gonna poop on the floor. Oh, rain. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Okay, folks, enough of the gay jokes.